What's up, my Battlefront players, and welcome to this Dooku tutorial video. You guys are here because you want to learn how to parry with Count Dooku. Now, Dooku is probably, for me, one of the easiest people to parry with due to the fact that his lightsaber combat is built for one-on-one lightsaber combat, and the fact that he is extremely fast, and the fact that he has duelist just doubles that effect. So, throughout the video, I'm going to be teaching you guys about parrying in general, and hopefully you guys can take something home essentially back with this tutorial, and you guys can learn how to parry properly with Dooku or any other characters. So all you want to do, really, once again, I'll tell you guys, is wait until after the swing speed. It's okay if you mess up. It's gonna happen. Nobody does it 100% of the time. It happens. You can mess up. It's all a part of the learning process. But what you want to do is, per character, you want to wait until right after they finish swinging, and that's essentially how you parry. I mean, it's not that difficult, and I'm not saying to just stand there and wait for somebody to swing and just push R2 right after. It won't always work, but essentially 90% of the time, parrying is waiting for frames and looking for the opportunity to swing before the character does or after they do. So Dooku is a swift parry type, and I'm going to be labeling each parry type based on how fast the lightsaber user can swing or defend. I say Dooku is a swift parry type because he can swing twice before the other player can even react in terms of swing speed back, unless you're dealing with Luke. But all in all, you know, once you get this down, you'll understand what I'm saying in the end. So I set up a 2v2 here, and I'm going to show you guys how to parry properly again with Dooku versus Luke. I chose Luke first by default because he is the fastest on the light side, I believe, in terms of swing speed, and you guys can essentially see how to do it. Now, it's not that difficult, as I said. Now, just go ahead and watch the gameplay. I'll shut up, and you guys can see what I did. Alright, as you can see there, I was getting messed up by the boxes behind me. But generally, you guys can see what I'm talking about. Right after Luke swings, you swing. Or right after he kicks, you swing. It's really not that difficult. Dooku, like I said, for me is one of the easiest people to do it with because it's so straightforward and simple. You just swing right after they swing because Dooku's parry just allows you to do it that way. He's what I would call a simple parrier, somebody who you would use to, you know, to learn it at first. If you're just trying to learn parrying, if you're just starting off, I would recommend characters such as Dooku, Luke. I would not recommend hard players like Yoda. I would stay away from Yoda. I would stay away from Obi-Wan. Grievous is easy as well. Anakin's is extremely difficult, but all in all, you guys get to see some gameplay where I, in game, show you guys how to maneuver and how to parry properly. And really, this is just gameplay and like tips, and I'll just go along as I see it, but it's just a constructive video. So like I said, if you guys don't get it right off the bat, just rewind it and try it. It works 90% of the time, I promise. I wouldn't lie to you guys. A few of my friends have tried it out. Berserker's seen it, and you know, it just works. So in a 2v1 perspective, I mean, it's best to get your ground first, but this is mostly for 1v1 duels, or if you're about to get mashed or something like that. If you see somebody just mashing over and over like 90% of Luke's do, this is the perfect, you know, gameplay style that you could use. And as you can see, I parried 2 people at once, and I went ahead and got the 3rd victory as well. So like I said, this is just a video to show you guys how to use it and what scenarios you can use it, and it works. I promise you guys, like I said, it works, and 90% of the time it'll get you at the top of the leaderboard. It does for me all the time. You know, I get the leaderboard and I go and at this point it's just a meme between me and my homies, but it works. Like, all you have to do for Dooku, and I'll say it again, is wait for them to swing and you go right after, because Dooku's swing speed is faster than like most characters anyway. that won't work for other characters in the future, and I'm going to get into that into the next videos of parrying. But in terms of Dooku, he is as simple as that. You wait for somebody to swing, and you swing right after. They swing, you swing right after. And it's not like you wait, you have to swing right after they swing. When I say swing right after they swing, I mean immediately after they swing. And make sure you guys hold the block button, because I didn't clear that up in the last video. Yes, you do hold the block button. Do not let go of your block button and attempt to swing, because then the other player will get priority. No, you want to hold the block button. That's why it's called perfect parrying. Oof. I'm sorry guys if I sound sick or if I'm losing breath. I'm not feeling too well, but the bottom line is you just wait for your opportunity and parry. Now, I've seen a lot of players do this, and I know people are watching the videos because I have over 300 views. And I know people are taking this to the bank because I've seen people start to do it more than just mashing. I see people just wait. Now, I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to say it. Because I want to make myself a better Battlefront player in general, and I don't want to just have the high ground on people and just streak all the time. I want to change my playstyle as well to advance to other people advancing to my playstyle as well. What I'm trying to say is, when you guys are parrying, don't just stand still, hold L2 and wait for somebody to strike. Because 90% of the time somebody's gonna realize what you're doing. Do not just stand there and hold L2 and wait for somebody to strike and try to just parry as you see me doing the video. This is a tutorial, so obviously I'm going to tell my opponent or friend to do that unless I'm playing online and my player just does that. But what I'm saying is, don't just stand there and hold R2 and think somebody's just going to... I mean, listen, if you're fighting me and you're trying it, it's not going to work because I already see through it. I already know what you're trying to do. Once I see you stand there for more than 2 seconds and just hold L2, wait for me to strike, and then push R2, then I already know what the deal is. So, for me to advance and for other players to advance, don't just stand there. Move around, push circle, use your abilities. Mind you, this isn't a tutorial just for you to stand there and parry the whole game. Use it as an advantage, but also use your other abilities too. Like, you have your other abilities as well. Don't just stand there and hold L2 and try to parry the whole game, because somebody will get around it. You will get upset. There is a circle button for a reason, and it's not that hard to just get around somebody and hit you from behind. So I just wanted to go ahead and throw that out there. That's a little tip, because I've seen too many people as of lately when I dropped the video just stand there and hold L2, and I'm like, I kind of know what you're doing. Like, I didn't say I made the system, but I kind of perfected the system. I learned how to use it, so it's not that hard to get around it if I know how to use it. So that's just a tip. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this gameplay here. I'm gonna let you guys just watch me parry, and I don't really have anything else to say. I'll put in criticism when I have to, but the rest of this is just raw gameplay of how to parry and how to use it in matches such as these. So I'll be back I am, to tell you guys a few things. One, I wanted to tell you guys that you can actually parry abilities. I did not mention this in the past, and I probably will have a tutorial in the future just for parrying abilities, and I don't know if I'll drop it or not, because I don't want people just sitting there waiting to parry abilities to be OP to mash. I don't want the tutorials to counteract their purpose to service mashers. This is specifically to go against mashers and people who play this game very, very, badly and cheaply. I don't respect toxically. So that's what I wanted to let you guys know. Another thing is, if you guys don't win a 1v1 battle, that's absolutely okay. If you're playing heroes versus villain, the purpose of hero versus villain is to give more damage on the output than you are in the input. So even if you're playing Dooku, even if you're getting losses, if you're getting killed, the purpose isn't to win the battle of a 1v1, but to win the war. So I might have 6 or 7 or 8 deaths, but it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, I still have 15, 16, and 17 kills, which at the end of the day, puts us at a huge advantage in terms of score. So that's all I wanted to say, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and skip to the next clip, in which you can see me absolutely perfect parry and Anakin. Yes, one of the most broken characters in the game, including me parrying his ability. So I hope you guys like the video. I really want to see some interaction, questions. I got you. If you guys want to play together, I got you. Put your PlayStations down below, and I hope you guys to see you in the next video, which will most likely be Kylo, considering I just dropped where they just dropped the DLC, and I really want to use that costume because it's absolutely beautiful. We've been asking for Masked Kylo, Unmasked Kylo for months without the hood, and we finally got him. And that's really it, and I'll see you guys in a second. Back again I am to tell you guys that this is the gameplay I'm going to be showing you, and pairing is specifically for times like this. I was on Hero Showdown and my teammate was doing God knows what. He joined really late. He just started running and I was over here about a 2v1 Luke and freaking Leia. One character who can take my stamina down on a whim, and the other one who's just blatantly overpowered still, in my opinion, a little bit. You could probably tone him down a little bit, but it's what it is. So here you're gonna see me perfect parry this Luke, and like I told you guys, remember to move around. Make sure you don't just stand still like scarecrows, or move around. Use your abilities at your disposal. That's what they're there for. You circle and parry at the same time, and I promise you will not lose. As you can see, I took absolutely no damage during that fight. I'm gonna go ahead and play it in slow motion again. So here we are. Just killed the Leia. I'm gonna run over, block, parried his ability, by the way. He's just mashing and pushing circle. That's what he's trying to do. Sway, he tried to get behind me, which counteracted him. I parried his strike, lightning his across the room. I didn't think it would reach that far. Go ahead, make sure you use your circles. I parried his ability and I killed him. I took no damage, even though my character made the animation. So that's really it, you guys. Make sure you guys push your circle buttons. Make sure you don't stand still. And that's really it on the Dooku tutorial. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comment section down below. Like, comment, sub, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Gotta go.